Hi and welcome to another edition of the Tech Roundup, and today we're going to be doing a review and looking at the Optimus 2X. Okay, so we are reviewing the LG Optimus 2X. Here we are. We'll be reviewing it as myself having owned the phone and used it for around 2 months rather than just someone that's unboxed it. So that way hopefully I'll be able to tell you about things that I do like and things that annoy me about the phone as well. Starting off with the phone itself then, let's look at the external part. At the top here, that's the on-off switch. In the middle is the HDMI socket. You plug a lead in there, plug other end in your telly, and basically whatever's on the screen of the phone you then see on your TV screen, and the picture is brilliant when you do it like that. The other bit of the phone here is the earphone socket. Turning the phone on its side, there's the volume up and down buttons, which also works as the camera zoom in and zoom out. And on the bottom of the phone there's the 2 speakers, and in the middle there's the USB socket. One thing I should mention with the USB socket, when I actually purchased the phone, I presumed that it was a mini USB port, and as we can see, here we are, a lead for a USB mini, and it doesn't work. In actual fact, it's a USB MIDI, and that's what I had to purchase. I had to purchase a USB MIDI part, which then plugs in, and as we can see, the MIDI fits. So there is a difference, and I thought that was worth pointing out. The size is a USB MIDI. And so looking at the actual camera on the phone, there we are. If we turn it around, we can see on the back, this is a 8 megapixel camera, which is capable of recording on 720p high definition and also on 1080p high definition, as well as taking photos. Turn around to the front, and up here you can see in the corner there, that's another camera which obviously is used for things like video conferencing and face-to-face video calls over Wi-Fi or Skype or such like. And this is a 1.3 megapixel camera on the front. And so let's put the phone on, see what it's like. As you can see, slide up to unlock. That takes us on to the main screen. The screen itself, as you can see, it's a very clear screen. The colours on it shine out of the screen at you. It's a 4-inch WVGA display, and as you can see, very bright and crisp. Inside the phone itself, there's a dual-core NVIDIA Tegra 2 processor, and the 2X is in the record books as being the first mobile phone to have a dual-core processor. This one has a 1 GHz dual-core processor, and obviously that's for better performance, faster smoothing and multitasking. The software on the phone is Android 2.2 Froyo, and we are informed that that will be updated pretty soon, and it'll be updated to Android 2.3 Gingerbread. As yet there's no word exactly when that's going to be happening. This is June, the phone came out in April. It hasn't been done yet, so hopefully it will be in the very near future. As you can see, this one has the HTC clock on it. When I purchased the phone, it comes with the LG clock and weather widget on the phone. However, I didn't really like it, to be honest, so I've downloaded this from the Android market. Much prefer it. It's an HTC Sense clone, and it works, tells you time, tells you where it is, the weather, and basically does the job. Having a look at some of the software actually on the phone, the music app that comes with the phone, you can have a look at your songs from artists' point of view, albums or songs, listing the songs. As you can see, it is pretty responsive when you're actually using the phone itself. Going in, you just pick your group, list all the songs under that group. Basically you just pick one that plays, there we are, and again you get your album artists coming up there as well, your album art. One thing noting is as well, if you put your music app off, you can come out it, the music's still playing obviously, and if you want to go back into it, you just slide down your notification bar and touch on your album app there, and it brings it straight up to your phone. There we are. So that's it, stop, back to home screen. Going into the browser again is pretty quick. There we are, that's Google come up. Let's do a search BBC. There we are, BBC News. Searching for BBC News, that's it come up already. Click on that, and there we go, that's the page loaded. You can use your fingers obviously to zoom in and out. Again, you can see move that about the screen, and it's pretty responsive as well. There's a dedicated zoom in out plus and minus button at the bottom here as well. There we are, plus the zoom in, minus the zoom out. As I say though, you can use your fingers to do that as well. Let's load another screen in. Going to the UK version. There we are, UK version of the news, and that's it loading in. There we are. Now there should be somewhere, let's try technology page, there should be something with flash on it somewhere. Let's bring up live images from the browser, and the good thing about the phone is it plays flash well. As you can see, there we are, that's it now, playing the images on flash. Pretty good. There we are, back to the home screen. One other thing we should look at is the actual camera itself. There we are, if we touch the app for the camera, it brings up the main screen. This is the view through the, there we are, this is the view through the camera itself. As you can see, it's pretty responsive. Slide that down, then it turns into the video player or the video recorder, and again, as you can see, touch that, there we are, and it's recording in high definition 1080p. There we are, and stop, and we'll play that back. There we are, and it's recording in high definition 1080p. There we are. And it's recording in high definition 1080p. There we go. And so a quick look at what the actual playback of video is like on the phone itself. So if we go on to the video player, that's updating. Let's see, there's one here we can play. There we are. Click on that, and as you can see, pretty good picture, pretty good sound.
What is happening to her? Contractions. Contractions. Going into labour. Breathe. I needed enough information to block the signal to the flesh. What signal?
There we are. So as you can see, pretty good picture on the phone itself. Some of the apps that I've downloaded, I've got an advanced Task Killer Pro, which I've downloaded, and basically that kills selected apps and that helps to save the battery. One thing I would like to show you, an app that I've downloaded that doesn't actually come with the phone, but as I say, I have downloaded it. There we are. And something I downloaded off of XDA developers site. There we are. It's an app which clones the look of the music player on Windows Mobile 7. As you can see, it basically is exactly the same. There we are, artists, albums, songs and playlists. If you want to, rather than have a ABCD alphabet down the side here, if you touch the alphabet it brings it up, and you just go to the letter that you want and it brings it up. And again, it brings up all the songs, and you get your different views. So brilliant app there, and as I say, it basically works and looks exactly the same as the music app on Windows Phone 7. And not forgetting the graphics themselves on the phone when you're playing the games. Due to the dual processor, obviously the graphics side of things are a lot better than the other phones that are out just now. As you can see from this example, this is Angry Birds, which is very, very addictive, and the graphics on it is crisp, clear and responsive. What's my overall take on the phone itself? Well, as I've said, this is the first Android phone that I've actually had. I'm used to a Symbian phone, and there's a big difference. I feel the phones are a lot more graphic orientated. The graphics are much more crisper and clear on what you'd expect to see on a phone nowadays. and once you get used to all the different menu systems, the phone's absolutely fine. The 2X itself I find to be very responsive. The screen, the colour on the screen is crisp and clear. I couldn't wish for more basically, and I'd recommend the phone to anybody straight away. The only gripe that I have with the phone at the moment is that there seems to be a bug which switches the phone off by itself. So you can be in the middle of a call and for no reason at all the phone would just suddenly decide to reset and switch on and off, or off and on. LG have done a software update for this, although it hasn't worked on my phone still does it, and I have read on forums that they are due to do another software update which is hoped will cure the problem. I'm sure they will get to the bottom of it, and when they do, the phone 10 out of 10. Hope you've enjoyed this review. My name is Jim Cruikshank and I've reviewed the LG Optimus 2X.